Hey viewers, so welcome to my YouTube today, and I'm not as cheerful, and there's a reason for that, and it's because those of you that know me know that my husband's Lebanese, and yesterday his home country Lebanon and Beirut, where he lives, suffered a massive blow. So there was an explosion, and it had a massive impact. So I don't even know how many radius. So I've got some footage of this, so I'm hoping the editor's going to edit that in. But as you see, probably a lot of people died, a lot of people definitely got injured, and I'm joined by a really good friend of mine. She's actually my brother-in-law's best friend. It's Sophie Ghaziri. Right, Sophie, have I got your name right, the last name?
Yes, you have.
And she has just, Sophie's a creative producer and journalist in Lebanon. She lives in Beirut, so she actually felt the impact yesterday, but she's just come back also from the site, so the bomb site where it's all happened. Sophie, can you tell us a little bit more about what's happened, and tell us about, what you were doing as well, and how you felt the impact when you were, when the explosion happened?
Yeah, well, Lesley, it was a bit of a shock. We were all sitting down, and it was around dinner time, actually, and my husband and I were watching the TV, and he turned around to me and he said, "Did you feel the earthquake?" And I looked at him like he was completely insane. I hadn't felt anything. A good 20 seconds after he made the statement, we felt this rush. It felt like wind or thunder, and it went, whoa! And the window started to shake, and everything started to shake. And if you, yes, so we heard the worship. It did make all of the windows shake. That was very, very scary. It was quite intense. I mean, we have witnessed it, a lot of bombs in Lebanon. It's not something that we're not accustomed to. So, but this was different. This was very different. I live 15 minutes outside of Beirut itself. And so that's nearly 25 minutes away from the blast site. And our windows shook. So if you talk to Lebanese people today, they will, the ones that do live in Beirut will tell you that they felt like it happened in their own building. That the impact was felt everywhere. It was felt in the mountains. So this just goes to show that this isn't just any ordinary bomb or car bomb or planted something that's...
Apparently it was felt from Cyprus as well. There's reports that...
Yeah, it was felt from Cyprus. Wow. It was, well, they said last night that it was about 4.7 on the Richter scale. Wow. So, we spoke to some friends that are also in Cyprus, in Nicosia and in Larnaca, and they did feel the explosion. They thought it was an earthquake. So, yes, it's been very intense. Today, we decided to go down to the blast site. As you can see, none of us have really slept very well. I think all of us are still in shock. But we went down to the blast site. We went down to see if we could help, if there were people still stuck in buildings, to see if there were children, food, water. People have lost everything, Lesley. There are buildings that literally have gone back to brick and mortar. There's nothing there. It's horrific. I know I'm saying this with a smile because I think I still can't believe the images that I actually took in today. And when you're filming with your phone, you always feel like you are behind the camera, not living the situation.
We've got some footage that you sent over that we're going to share. Yes. But what was on the streets though, Sophie, when you were... Could you actually walk, or was it just full of rubble?
We walked. Well, there's a lot of traffic because there's certain roads that are cut off. Jemaise, which is known to all Lebanese and to tourists, and a lot of people that visit the country. It's heaving, it's restaurants, it's clubs, it's bars, it's nightlife. Yeah, lots of shops, really cool boutique shops. So unfortunately, yes, they have been hit by the economic crisis that has been taking place for the last 1.5 to 2 years. Everyone has been suffering already. And this was just, if you want to say, the icing on the cake. Those restaurants don't exist. One of the restaurants, I think you've even eaten in it, Lesley, Swiss Butter. It's not there. The windows have been blown out. The inside is upside down. It's horrendous. We are going to be releasing a little mini documentary, if you want to call it that, but just at least show people what Beirut looks like currently. But it is full of debris, it's full of glass, it's full of leftover clothes and shoes. And as I said to you, there's lampshades, there's sofas, there's chairs, there's beds, there's cushions, where people's houses are just not in their houses. It's all over the street. And where the blast site is, it's completely flat. There's nothing really left. There's hardly anything left.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah,
I think you're gonna be,
it's very intense.
Make sure you look after yourself, because I'm sure that you're still gonna be shocked for a little bit, you know. I don't even know what to say to this. So
it's very hard to even find words to try to describe the situation.
Yeah, so guys, just so everybody understands, like, what this video is about, is I usually make videos about property investing mainly, and business and money, but today's video is going to be different because this happened to Lebanon, and it's you know, in a time where the whole world's already suffering the consequences of coronavirus. Lebanon has been suffering for even longer because it's had protesting against the corruption of the government that are leaving. You know, there's nothing left for the young people of, really, to be honest, Lebanon. So they were protesting to get a better government in place, and people were still protesting on the streets when coronavirus hit. But now I think this is just devastating news. And I think the numbers for those who have died or are injured are still climbing. Yeah. There's still lots of rubble to sort through. I know that there's a whole load of firemen that's just all gone missing because they turned up at the site when it was just all
they were the first responders. They managed to find one of them today. Really? Yeah, I think there's a couple of things that if people are interested to know about and interested to help. I mean, at the end of the day, we're like any disaster zone. We need relief. We need funds. We need to be able to put the country back together. Our government is in so much debt, it can't even take on the thought of trying to rebuild or reconstruct or even get back to some form of normalcy after this blast. So at the moment, I think the country is relying on funding from the outside.
Other countries want to give money to the Lebanese government, do they? That's why we're appealing for the money to come through a charity, really, to actually get to the people.
Well, I think it's really hard to tell where the money goes when it is given to the government. Subsidies, hardly anyone ever sees them. It's usually the people that helps the people in this country, and it's been that way since the Civil War and before. So it's something that the people are accustomed to. And if you were here, you would notice that as soon as the bomb blast started, everyone who was able to was down on the ground helping out and has not slept. So the Lebanese really do come together. But I just wanted to touch back on your point about the government. There has been funding. There has been some relief sent from governments like Paris, Saudi Arabia, the GCC countries, and they have handed over to the government. So hopefully we should see something happening soon, inshallah. But I think it's better if you want to get direct, you want to help directly, you want to be able to make a difference immediately. Impact Lebanon is working with several NGOs on the ground, and it is linked to the Red Cross. So today they are making their first money bank transfer of $100,000 directly to the Red Cross to be able to start to maybe get more people down there or the equipment needed. So Impact Lebanon is a good place to start. They do have a GoFundMe page. You can find them you can type them into Google.
I'll put it in the description below, guys. So it doesn't matter, guys, even if it is like a £1 or £2, it's every little helps.
Well, at the moment, we're in a recession. So $1 here is a lot of money for us currently, and it will help provide water, food, and shelter. So Impact Lebanon is also linking with Beiti Beitak. So they're another NGO that are working with people to open up their homes, so people can actually have shelter for the next couple of weeks while they're reconstructing or putting their homes back together. Some don't even have homes left. So
I've added myself onto some Beirut crisis groups, and it's as you said about the Lebanese people, that's why I love the Lebanese people and my Lebanese family, is that they do come together. I've seen people open up their homes. Those that have hotels are inviting people in to come, and they'll provide food and shelter. And there's also, you know, calls going out for blood donations, and I've seen pictures of young people lining up to donate blood. So, you know, the people are coming together at least. And
the people, that is the most beautiful thing about Lebanon, honestly, Lesley. It's something that it's brought tears to my eyes that you said it, because it's the only thing that we've witnessed today that gave us any form of hope, and it kept us stronger, because at the end of the day, we've always been there to help ourselves and help each other, and that's all we're asking for. So if you are out there and you do see this video and you have a little bit of empathy or would like to help, as Lesley said, please, £1, £2, 50p will even work at this point in time.
Yes, keep up the spirit, because that's what Lebanon, that's what Beirut's all about, right? So we still need to keep going, and I'm there. I'm kind of half Lebanese anyway, so if we're still coming, I'm going to be there like next month. I'm just thinking what else to tell people about. I mean, it's just guys, if you can, please share this video, okay? Because I know there is some news that's coming to light. I'm watching some of it on YouTube, but I think that Sophie's been down on the ground as well, just to, you know, get footage. And Sophie, what I want to do, if you guys are interested, let me know in the comments, is when Sophie's video, the documentary about what's happened, let me know whether you also are interested, and I'll make sure that we get links sent out as well, or we can do another interview.
Definitely.
That documentary. Yeah,
definitely.
Please donate, guys. Please smash the like button so it boosts up the YouTube algorithm. We can get this video circulating so people can see what's going on and why Lebanon is not a country-to-country appeal, it's a people-to-people appeal. We're so lucky in the UK. Our government helps us so much, whether you stand, you know, on that side of the fence or not. I just think that we're so lucky, because if anything happened like that, at least England's got its own funding and facilities in Lebanon, because of the you know, the bad government, can I put it like that, Sophie? Or their inability.
Well, I think what all we can say is the people in power, fortunately, and it's the people that help the people in this country. And at the moment, there's only so much we can do, the ones that are in Lebanon. Our money is also tied up in the banks. We're also suffering, we're also trying to survive, so there's only so much we can do, and that's why we're appealing to people outside to help. Currently, we are overwhelmed in hospitals. There are some hospitals that haven't managed to even open their doors and are trying to open their doors. The government owes the private hospitals money, so they are lacking medical supplies. They're lacking beds, ICU. So, I mean, we were having this trauma with Corona before this even started. So,
there are doctors, like, you know, they're real heroes, opening up their houses or their clinics just to help. And I think let's keep the spirit up. I mean, I'm going to see whether I can just, I'm going to share the link. It's going to be in the description, guys, and I'll get the editor to put it on here, on where you can donate. Even if it's, as Sophie said, 50p, 20p, every little helps. Yeah? Every
little helps. It really does.
People were already hungry before this, by the way. It's just like, they're already hungry. Young people already, like, you know, not young people, but poorer families as well, were short of food, and they're relying on food aid. This is just...
Well, to be honest, Lesley, where the bomb went off, the exact area as to where the bomb blast is actually, the belt is a poverty belt. So there's only so much I can say. Bush Hamoud, Karantina is where the poorest people live, and or already living in slum-like housing, and now they have none. And the Electricité de Liban, the actual building was in the impact zone, so that too has gone down. That means people in Beirut are without electricity, are without water. They don't have windows, they don't have doors. So, as I said, anything, please. This is a real call out for donations.
Sophie, thank you so much. From my heart to your heart.
Thank you.
Yeah, keep strong. We need to know what's going on there. Yeah.
I'll keep you updated as much as I can.
Yeah. Okay. Love you loads, and thank you so much.
Love you too.
Last minute to do this segment, which we're going to put out.
No worries.
Yeah.
No worries.
Okay. Bye, sweetheart.
Lots of love. Thank you.
All right,
thank you. Take care. Bye-bye. Bye.
So guys, it's been a hard yesterday for my family that are in Lebanon. Everybody's safe, our friends are safe, but it's just so sad. I visit like Beirut at least one to three times a year, and I love the place despite the instability, the political instability, the obviously there's a massive gap between the rich and the poor, but obviously what's happened, it breaks my heart. So if you guys are watching, I'm sorry to keep harping on about the donations, but if it helps, if it can help, we're definitely going to be donating as well. But if you could, find it in your heart and your generosity to give, even 50 pence, as Sophie said, it would go, it would help a lot. So it's a little bit of a sad one this Wednesday, but thank you guys so much for watching, and let's hope, our thoughts, our prayers, and we're crying with them, are with all the Lebanese people. So if the Lebanese people, guys, if you guys are watching, love you so much, okay, and look after yourselves, and we're definitely going to be seeing what we can do as well to help, okay. Lots of love.